Have you ever worked on something for a very long time and it still didn't come out right? I mean, you put in hours, okay? You put in your time, your effort. You really tried your best and still it didn't turn out the way that you expected. See, that's what happened to me when I was decorating this cake. See, this cake to me was so simple. It is a strawberry shortcake cake. One of the most easiest, simplistic cakes I have ever made. All it is vanilla cake, whipped cream, and strawberries. That is all, and that is it. And so I told myself that as I was decorating this cake, this was going to be a piece of cake, literally. All right. It was going to be so easy. I baked the cake, I made the fresh whipping cream, and then I cut up those nice strawberries. I began to assemble the cake, and to tell you the truth, it fell apart. When I got up the next morning, I put all my love into the decorations and I put so much effort into making this cake look good and taste good. When I got up the next morning, I looked in my refrigerator and the top half of this cake that you see me decorating slid off. This has never happened to me when I was decorating a whipped cake. I was absolutely confused and a little pissed off because I put so much time into this cake. And so if you can relate, maybe it's not a cake, but maybe it's a job, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a regimen, whatever it is, you put so much effort into it and you think that it's going to be simple. You think that it's just going to be one, two, three, and four. And then life happens, gravity happens, things that you can't control, they just pop up and they make you realize that even if you do something 1,000 times, it's still times where it just might not work out. See, that's data, that's information. When I was decorating this cake, I learned something, right? I learned that number one, my whipped cream has to be more stable. Number two, I cannot allow my cakes to defrost as much because that's how they get to slipping and sliding. And number three, I have to make sure that I put my support dowels in this cake to make it stand up straight. I thought that this cake was going to be so easy to do, and I was actually done making this cake in about 20 minutes. But because I did not pay attention to those three key points and putting those support dowels in this cake, it fell apart. What is something in your life that fell apart even when you put so much effort into it? Even when you thought it was easy, even when you thought that it was going to be so simple, you knew you were good at something. You knew you had the knowledge. You knew you had the passion for it. And it simply did not work out. See, I think a lot of times we beat ourselves up when things, especially things that we think are small, just don't work out. Or things that we think are easy. I know for me, I can be very hard on myself when I'm like, what? This is the most basic cake in the world. How could this not be right? But the lesson I learned is that the things that we think will be easy in this lifetime may not be. The things that we think is just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 may go 6, 7, 9, 4, 2, 5, 6, but it's all to teach you a lesson. It's all to make you realize that, hey, even though you are good at this one thing, even though you are very talented, you can always learn more. And so, no, it's not about making your confidence go down or you second guessing yourself, but it's to make sure that with everything that you do, make sure that no matter how simple it is or how difficult it is, you are putting the same amount of effort into everything, the same amount of thought. And even if you do all of that and it doesn't work out, don't consider that a failure. Consider that data. Allow it to be a lesson. Don't look at it like you failed or you lost or your life is over. No. You learned something, and the next time you do it, you're going to be better. If this resonated with you and you understood what I was saying, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Comment down below. What is something that you thought would be simple but actually turned out harder than you thought?